So this one right here is actually wrong button.
Into Pride Month.
Right, pretty interesting. Right, here we go.
I'm proud of these students. Why are you showing this to kids?
Hey, I'll warn you guys now. If you're going to be inappropriate, I will have supervision down and give all of you a Saturday school for next year. So knock it off. Okay.
Aw, I would have been like, do it.
I would have kept going.
Do
I would have
it.
kept going. Well, no,
The
probably not.
fuck?
Vision High School.
You're forcing this down my face, and you're going to threaten me with Saturday school? Okay, do it then. I'm just
Did she
not
say
gonna...
next year?
Yeah, she did. She said for the whole next year.
Oh.
I'll just not show up then, because if I'm gonna what?
What are you gonna do to me if I don't show up?
Well, then we're gonna tell your parents, and then okay, tell my parents.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna tell my
God.
parents what the fuck you're showing
And
me
I'm
right now.
trying to imagine a school calling your mom, telling her that you're not showing up to Saturday school because you refuse to watch a Ligbit video.
Yeah, and then she'd be like, "Hold the fuck! What is this shit?"
And then you show her the video, and then I don't even know.
Yeah, she would. It would make me not want to go to that school anymore.
Yeah.
She's pretty she's pretty wild. She's pretty wild.
She's a
company.
joker.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's another one. A bunch of middle schoolers at Bury. Oh my gosh!
Wait, what?
They deleted their account.
Oh.
Wait, maybe not. They did.
Oh.
Wow. Burema schools. I don't know what that is. 'Cause it doesn't tell.
Massachusetts schools.
Yeah. Protested the Pride celebration at school. They wore red, white, and blue clothes instead of rainbow clothes and chanted "USA are my pronouns" and took down Pride flags.
Please tell me there was a teacher intervention because of it.
These displays of intolerance and homophobia are unacceptable.
This type of intolerant rhetoric starts in the home.
Parents angry in town hall.
Bro, they're just trying to celebrate the country that you're living in, that you are a citizen of, that you have a job in, that you are teaching. You are teaching the future of this country.
These people don't give a fuck about the country.
The country
care
of
about
USA.
They want these children to be pedophile bait. They want to do pedo shit. And they're like, the kids aren't letting us do pedo shit. And they won't let us do it. And that's why they're mad. This is intolerance. Fuck you.
Kids were asked to wear rainbow clothes in honor of Pride Spirit Day, but some organized a counter-protest wearing red, white, and blue or black. The principal sharing a statement to families that Pride posters were ripped down, stickers ripped up, some students chanted "USA are my pronouns," and students showing Pride were intimidated.
It was an unruly disruption.
Oh.
In fact, that was organized ahead of time.
While some parents were upset, others say it was overblown.
Some of the kids threw the stickers on the ground, but I can only speak for my daughter. She didn't want to wear that to school. It's not that she wanted to hurt anybody's feelings.
She says her daughter felt coerced to participate in the Pride event.
Obviously.
And was offended by some of the messages, like this quote from Tennessee Williams.
Human heart cannot be straight.
Wait. What is straight? A line can be straight or a street, but the human heart, oh no, it's curved like a road through mountains. The fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
There's no meaning to that. What?
Wow. These folks just be coming up with shit and they're like, I'm so profound.
This is profound.
This means absolutely nothing.
This is the next Shakespearean quote right here.
Wines, and my daughter just kind of said, Mom, that's offensive to me, who I am straight.
But even parents like her, opposed to the Pride Month celebration, say the ripping of posters was wrong.
I think obstructing any property is wrong. I just think that was wrong.
Parents and community groups now calling for the town and school board to act and support diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh gosh.
Sparking discussion at home on both sides.
My thing that I teach my kids is just be kind. And I wish the schools would just kind of pump the brakes on what they're shoving down these kids' throats.
The issue of pride in schools is very controversial. I understand that. I think we need to start at a place of commonality.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the principal
Psych.
says that no one was forced to participate in the Pride Day event, but now parents on both sides want dialogue. Live in Burlington, Sean Shiabat, WCVB News Center 5.
I like how he's like the board said that nobody was forced to do it, but the mother literally said that her daughter was coerced.
Coerced, yeah.
That's the word.
It sounded like there were implications that if you didn't do it, you would have gotten in trouble, or you would have been.
You've probably been like, why aren't you doing it? You should do it. This is what everybody else does. So you should
would have
do
been
it.
called out in class, you know.
Right? That's pretty much the tactic. Everybody would have bullied you for not participating.
Yeah.
So, but hey, there's more. There's more happening now.
I really
High
do
school
like
students.
that the students in schools right now,
Right.
like they're not on the bullshit.
High school students in Ottawa are staging a walkout to protest the radical gender ideology being forced on them by the Ottawa Carleton District School Board. This one's in Canada. Was that an Indian thing?
No, kids just do that.
Here for Rebel
Oh.
News, here
I guess.
outside Longfields-Davidson High School. It's a public high school here in Ottawa. And there's a little walkout that's been scheduled here by a bunch of students in opposition to what some of them have described as an indoctrination program regarding so-called LGBTQ curriculum. Stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned for more, brah. But that's
Fine,
more or less more peaceful, I'd say. But then you go and you kind of get this one.
Oh no.
York Catholic school protests take hostile turn.
Oh no.
Oh, this is also in Canada, apparently.
Well,
Toronto.
well, to be fair, it's a Catholic school, and all those kids are just pent up anyway. So
Right. I don't know if this kid is purposely doing a specific hand sign.
I don't know about that. Maybe he's just flipping the camera off.
Right, maybe that's all.
innocently.
You know, is he
Imagine
flipping
living in a world where I'm just kind of hoping he's flipping the camera off and not doing some other kind of sign.
Images like this were quickly drowned out by the noise of a rowdy crowd. Students tearing through pride posters and dancing on pride flags.
Okay, that's a lot less violent than I was expecting.
Wait. What did she say they did? They're looking at us.
They're
They're
looking
judging.
at us,
They're
they're
throwing
judging
water
us.
everywhere. They didn't say they're throwing water on her. She said they're throwing water everywhere.
Everywhere. What?
They're looking at us. They're judging us.
Rambunctious teens then turned violent, throwing pride bracelets and other random objects on the road and at people.
Okay.
Coming at my head, and then in response to that, everyone started cheering. There was like a group of guys, and they were more like harassing us than supporting us.
Organizers say
So somebody threw a rubber bracelet and it hurt my feelings, and they actually were harassing me actually in my feelings. And I'm wearing a fucking mask.
The
still.
audacity of this news network to call this a violent protest.
Of course, because that's how they have to do. They have
That
to
is
make,
some.
They got to make it seem like it's so terrible. Like, oh my gosh, these people aren't doing what we want them to do. They're evil.
They're evil.
They're evil.
They're not worshiping Satan like good little shit
They
swans.
won't let us do what we want to do to them. Oh my gosh. But hey, there's the violence here.
Oh.
This is in California too.
Says it sends a hateful message to the LGBTQ community and their allies.
You ask the question of, well, how far would they be willing to go with that anger, with that hate?
The next day on June 8th, about a mile and a half away in this neighborhood, someone burned another family's pride flag. You can still see the burn marks on the street. Look in the top left-hand corner of the screen.
These are the most silly news reports.
Later, you can see something light up out of range. of
Oh
the camera.
no.
The family put up another pride flag, and 4 days later, on June 12th, a group of hooded and masked suspects arrived just before 9 p.m.
Those hoodlums.
One jumps the fence and steals the second flag. At least 6 people gather around and burn it on the street. They watch the fire for a little while, then take off.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want to believe. Yes, absolutely. But you don't get to attack someone else.
This shit is so fucking like hilarious.
Pride flag flags will be flying again soon in their neighborhood.
It's literally like
Martinez Mola's Martin Luther King.
they do whatever the fuck they want, be as violent as they want.
Right.
And then the second that shit's on them, they're like, oh.
Every time, literally every time I see something from a Ligbit rally or anything from this side, and someone else comes in with a different opinion, they are scoffing and yelling, trying to incite violence, literally physically attacking the person that comes in with a different opinion, a different viewpoint. And the second someone comes in, the other end comes in and like, we're not gonna be on this bullshit. We're gonna do some mundane shit. Like
they get all soft and like
look at them judgmentally and
oh my,
what?
I can't believe that.
And suddenly the news is like, these are the most violent protests by these children we've ever seen. Like, these children need to be disciplined.
Oh my God, it's like crazy.
What?
It's like, I don't know, man. That's why you just don't care. Like you just gotta not care. Because if you do care, then you're just not gonna do anything. Because they're just like,
wait, hang on. What's the comment say? No line for burning pride flag. They're no different than Nazi flags. How?
Here's where I draw the line. No line for burning pride flags. There's no different than Nazi flags. However, when an American ensign is burned, I get heated, but more so if it belongs to someone else, or heaven forbid someone tries to burn mine. I know Deadly Force Tech isn't authorized in the stoppage of theft of personal items, but they apparently to the DNCCP laws are meant to be broken, right? I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Ask the Tennessee shooter that. Oh wait, you can't. Do not mock God.
That's
burn the flag. LOL Chads. Heroes. That was impressive. I said the same thing in my head. I was like, oh, he jumped that bitch. This is news.
Yeah.
If they had burned American flag, the MSM wouldn't have had a word to say about it, which is true.
Right.
So, freedom of speech. Look like Antifa. Kind of did if they're wearing black like that. It kind of does.
I know, but they weren't in riot gear. They weren't hoisting AKs and bulletproof vests. And
well, the thing is, Antifa covers their face and wears all black. It's called, I think, called black bloc or whatever the fuck. So now that you say that, it's possible that this could be them, and then they're trying to, start some shit between people. If I'm thinking about it,
as per the usual,
so that is pretty, but still, it's a flag, right? It's freedom of speech, right? You should have, now those guys, they're just wearing, doesn't seem like they're, as covered up as the other guys, but yeah. And of course, as you would think, NBC worries teachers quitting due to LGBTQ stuff agenda backlash. That is a good thing.
Get those stupid motherfuckers out of our schools.
That is a very,
Get
very
those
good
soft
thing.
Ligbit pieces of duty out of our schools. keep them from teaching our kids to be pedo bait.
Pedo bait. During Thursday's edition of NBC Nightly News, anchor Lester Holt and correspondent Antonio Hilton worried that the backlash against teachers who insist on speaking to their students about LGBTQ issues are quitting in record numbers and causing a teacher shortage. That's funny, because I remember the teacher shortage being because people didn't fucking take the shot. Remember that.
Oh, I remember the first teacher shortage happening because they weren't getting paid enough.
Right?
Yeah.
Many conservatives would argue that this is a good thing. Yet apparently NBC finds this troubling. Of course you would, NBC, because you want to allow the pedos to continue pedoing. Oh wait, are you pedos? Probably. You probably are pedos. This is a clip from our podcast called The Oreyo Show, which you can watch live on YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey. If you would like to watch these clips somewhere other than YouTube, you can also check us out on Odyssey, Rumble, or Player, where you will get more clips that we cannot post on YouTube. If you like what we are doing here, you can support the channel by joining our locals or Subscribe Star. Also, you can join our Discord server and keep in contact with us, as well as send us clips or videos
that you would like us to talk about on an upcoming show. And don't forget to check the links down in the description to see what else we have going on. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.